Good morning, Rebels, and welcome back to my life. So Hank Green wrote an article about YouTube recently for Medium.com that I want to talk about. I don't know if you know this, but YouTube creators in general not making a huge ton of cash. Now there are exceptions, of course, but for every channel like the Vlogbrothers, there's 10,000 channels like this one. Here's something to think about. YouTube creators are generally paid only $2 for every 1,000 views that they get. That means if you're getting 1 million views a month, you're only getting $2,000. And that's nice, but it's not a living wage in many parts of America. And most of us not getting 1 million views a month. And the exact amount that you're paid varies from channel to channel. For example, I get about 8,000 views a month, so I should be earning about $16 from that. But in fact, I only get $10, and my wife and I spend about 60 hours a month making these videos, so we're working for the rate of about 17 cents an hour, which is not exactly a great time investment for a family with 3 children. Now, in Hank's article, he said that advertising is a flawed business model for online video, and he is completely right about that. Hank and John actually spend more money over the last 8 years making their YouTube videos than they earned from YouTube ads. So how did they make that work? They're obviously doing pretty well. Get ready for this. Can you handle this? I don't think you can handle this. They just asked people. That's right, they just asked their fan base to support them. Now, their entire fan base did not support them, but their entire fan base didn't have to. Not everyone in their audience had to pay, and no one had to pay very much. Only a select few of them who believed in what they were doing and could afford to do so. Voluntary contribution made the Vlogbrothers possible. A tiny percentage of people paying a small amount of money so that John and Hank could keep making shows like Crash Course and SciShow, some of the best content that's ever been on YouTube. Now, months ago, way before that article was written, I set up a Patreon.com page, which I often tell you about at the end of my YouTube videos. But I set up that Patreon page and I thought of it as another way for people to read and experience my books. And it wasn't until I read this article by Hank that I realized that that was completely wrong. See, here's the thing. You can already buy my books. Books are a unit item. They are a commodity that I can sell and you can purchase. They are not art that I create for free because I love it. I mean, I say art, but I mean whatever this is. YouTube is mostly free. I don't do it for the monies, because the monies aren't there. I do it because I love it. And I am able to afford doing it at all because a small percentage of you, my patrons, contribute via patreon.com. As I'm making this video, my patrons support me for just over $150 a month, which, wow, that's awesome. That's 15 times what I'm making from YouTube in ad dollars, and if I didn't have that kind of support, I wouldn't be able to keep doing this. I wouldn't be able to do Veda, for example. I would still make YouTube videos, don't get me wrong, but they would be more sporadic. So now that I'm thinking straight about all this, we are going to shift the focus of the Patreon page away from my books and onto my YouTube channel, where it should be. Now, I'm not taking away the book perk. If you contribute $5 a month, you still get every book I publish before anybody else gets to read it. But the focus and the goal of it is going to be for the YouTube channel. See, it's a shift in how we think about it. And what that means in a more concrete way is that starting in May, I'm going to continue making videos every single day, except that my weekend videos are going to be for my patrons. And I mean every single patron, because again, I don't need my whole audience to support me, and I don't need anybody to support me very much. But that tiny percentage of people who do give, even as little as $1 a month, are the ones who make all of this stuff possible, and I really want to give back to that, and it is completely worth it to me to work a few extra hours on the weekend to do that. Well, I hope that sounds like a good thing to you, Rebels. Whether it does or not, let me know in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Maybe. Bye! Just a quick reminder, Rebels, if you want to contribute to the YouTube channel, you can become a patron at patreon.com, or now you can give a one-time gift through YouTube's new fan funding feature. Just click on that little eye at the top right corner of the video. See you tomorrow. Bye!